Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Metroid Fusion Max. My bowels are drained.
Fantastic.
God.
That's what our viewers want to hear.
Yeah.
That's why they come here.
But seriously, though, she scared the living shit out of me. Ay, ay, ay. So, last time you were talking about, like, games that, you know, the way that we play them, and they just have, like, very specific, like, settings in our brains. Two of those games for me are one, Final Fantasy XII, which, you know, I played, like, I basically ignored my homework in my sophomore year in college to play through that game. And, you know, I still did okay, I guess, but, you know, not as well as I would have done otherwise, because I was just so obsessed with it. But, like, my dorm room there, like, became, like, my cave for Final Fantasy XII. It was like transport to another world. And then the other game that I really have a firm memory like that of is actually the first Metroid Prime. I played it on the tiny-ass TV in my room at my mom's house, if you remember that.
I do.
And you know, I played it at nighttime all the time, because, you know, that's when I was over there. I was only there one night a week, which was Friday. And so, you know, by the time I got there, it was dark, and, you know, I just start up Metroid Prime, and, you know, the lights were off, and it was, like, really super atmospheric. So
that game was, yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of felt like, you know, looking in a window into this other world. And so that was really... Like, I've even played it since then, and it just doesn't feel the same. Like the giant screen and the beautiful graphics and the motion controls of the Wii version, it just... It can't match the atmosphere of playing it that way originally.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, there's some games that I just remember that I'll always associate, like Final Fantasy X, I associate with what's now my dad's study at my parents' house. And
nice.
It's just like, and probably sinking well over 100 hours into that game, always in the same spot, on that leather couch there.
Yep.
And doing all the frickin' Monster Arena quests, you know, having that little ditty stuck in my head forever, and just thinking about the study with the, you know, where my spot on the couch.
Right.
And then I think of something like Twilight Princess for some reason. I'm trying to think when that game came out, what I would have been doing in my life, because Twilight Princess is associated with the loft in my parents' house.
Huh,
and I like somehow played the entirety of that game up there.
Huh. That's cool.
I think about my dorm room, my first, because I was only in a dorm for one semester. That was at U of I before I figured out what the fuck I wanted to do with my life, and doing engineering there. And that I just associate with a whole bunch of retro games. I played the shit out of my SNES in college, and yeah, it was
there's
and the
way
Dreamcast.
worse things to do with your college years than that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Good times. But yeah, so fun fact about Max, you went to Northern Illinois University then, and got to see yourself a real-life school shooting.
Oh yeah, February. That's right.
You were part of the Northern Illinois shooting, and that was
terrible.
That was like national headline kind of shit. That wasn't just like, oh, hello.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, I don't think I'm like traumatized by it, but it was.
But it'll fuck you up. I was gonna say, you're not the same either, though.
That's like, yeah, because hearing the shots was just, that was the first time I think I ever heard gunshots, and it just sounded like a pop gun. It was just so, it sounded fake, if that makes sense. It was just weird.
Right.
Yeah, and then having to hide out in the locked door in the with some other people, but in the student center, it was just horrible.
Yeah, that's creepy as hell. That freaks me out just thinking about it.
That's a terrible thing.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell even to go right now.
What the hell did Adam tell you to do?
I don't
Why
pay attention.
aren't you doing what Adam told you?
I haven't been paying attention to him because, you know, I want to play this like a real Metroid game. But now that he's gone, I kind of,
Now you need it.
Yeah, now I kind of need it.
Guidance.
And I can't do that stupid wall jump thing, so that's not going to work. Let's see here.
In a way, it's almost a good thing, because it seems like your options are kind of limited.
Yeah.
Then, you know, they close off big swaths of the map. But yeah, I'll be. I wasn't paying attention either to what he was saying because it was just like, yeah, we know what to do, and now it's like, wait, what do we do?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have an encounter with the SAX here pretty soon. That's it. Let's just double check some of these rooms that I glossed over. Come on. God damn it. That guy is a fucker. Okay, so what about up here? Oh, wait, no, that's power bomb.
That's the power bombs, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have those yet.
Okay. What was over
So
here?
I think I'm getting close to the end of Nier. I started playing that again.
You've been saying that for like 5 months now.
I know, but
I'm so near the end.
I think I'm literally like, it's paused right now, where you have the PlayStation in rest mode.
There we go.
Oh, you've been down here. There we go. I think I might be on the final boss.
Oh, really?
Like, seriously. Yeah, I just have it paused in the middle of that, basically. But shit's getting serious, and, like, my weapons are breaking and everything, so it's like, okay, I don't think I can come back from this.
Oh,
so
that sucks.
We'll see, we'll see where we go from there. But after that, I think I can truly focus on Persona 5. I've been saying that for a while, too, now. But Nier, I'm actually making really good progress on. I've probably sunk 10 hours into it in the last 2 weeks. So.
Oh, nice. Dude, I'm loving the post-game in Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting, like...
Post-game, that's definitely part of the game, and...
Yeah, exactly.
Post-game.
That is absolutely part of the main story. But I'm getting, like, these ridiculously powerful pieces of equipment. Oh, shit!
Nope.
Oh, shit! And, I'm also, like, in my, like, level 75 now, which is,
Nice.
pretty much... In every RPG, that's usually where you cross over into...
You cross the barrier
yeah,
into,
right.
like, your OP territory.
Yeah, exactly. Like where
Which is always nice, actually.
Yeah, but regular fights lose all meaning.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's some RPGs that you basically skip over fights that you're way too powerful for. And
yeah, I think of Earthbound. Earthbound is a classic.
Earthbound, yeah. Where just the fight wouldn't even happen.
Well, Dragon Quest is sort of like that. Like, enemies will run away from you if you're too powerful. Oh, dude, we got high jump. Nice. I'm trying to think of other RPGs like that. I know the move that I hate is RPGs that, like, you get to a certain level and enemies stop giving you EXP. Like, weaker enemies just won't give you experience points, or they'll give you way less.
So it's just like, why am I doing this? Like, just run away.
Right.
And that was another thing with FF8. I like gaming that system there. The fact that you're basically punished for gaining levels, like, without
if you're not careful. Like, because your primary apparatus for actually strengthening your characters is not leveling, but the junction system.
It's the junction.
And so if you level up too much but don't get better stuff for junctioning, then you're fucked.
Yeah, and that was the first game that introduced the enemies leveling with you. Like, it wasn't a one thing, but it was still enough to be annoying, where it's just like, why am I even leveling up then? Like, there was no point in it, and it was better to make an effort not to level up, which is weird.
You could totally rig that system. You could go into the final boss at, like, level 20 and just be doing, like, 9,999 damage per hit. Oh, shit.
I think I have...
Max, don't make a sound.
Yeah, that's how I always felt.
Actually, I think that's correct. Like, if you shoot or something, she will hear you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Which does suck. But that's not like the first time she actually chases... Later, she actually chases after you.
Yeah.
Which can get really intense. Hello, high jump. Nope. Nope. Oh, they don't want me to wall jump. They want me to stand on these bugs.
Stand up.
There we go. I'm gonna wall jump anyways. Because I can. Alright. So, are you watching any good Christmas movies this week?
No Christmas movies. I want this weekend. We are thinking about seeing Spider-Verse.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got to
Have
take.
you seen it?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna
That's
take.
right.
Connor gets his tonsils out on Thursday, and when he's feeling
I heard
a little,
about that.
when he's feeling a little bit better from that, I'm gonna take him to see it.
All right.
So probably next week sometime, like when we're on Christmas break.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I know, but it's gonna be a lot better because right now, like, he's not getting good sleep. He's constantly like coughing in the middle of the night, and yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, that'll be good for him in the end.
Yeah.
And then
Just even getting a better sleep schedule, I hope, helps him out.
And doing
a lot.
this while he's young, he'll get used to, his voice.
Yeah.
When he's this small. That's good.
Well, and
I never had my
actually-
tonsils taken out, so
Neither did I,
have
actually.
a very
I hear
high
it's
girlish
actually,
voice.
Yeah, I hear it's actually way better when you're little than when you're older.
Yeah.
Because there's like raw muscle or something that gets exposed when you're an adult. Or
It's a much worse recovery. The recovery takes longer. Yeah, and it's basically it's more. It hurts more, recover longer.
Lovely.
And then I don't know, maybe it fucks with your identity issues too, because
Yeah, right.
now your voice is deeper, and it's just like, I'm not used to this.
It's like puberty again. Oh my god.
Right.
I am gonna miss that. I think he's still a very little kid, so he'll probably have mostly the same voice, I hope.
Hey, Dad.
He just sounds like Bobby Hill. Hey, Dad. What the hell have you done to my son? Oh, that would suck so
Got any
bad.
fruit pies?
Got any fruit pies, Dad? Dang, Dad.
Dad.
What else did Bobby even say? Like, I remember everything
What
Hank
did
Hill
Bobby
said.
say?
What was like Bobby's catchphrase? Like
Bobby
Hank
no likey. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Hey, Bobby, I think he likes it. Oh wait, no, that's Mikey. Oh my god. No, like King of the Hill is like one of my favorite shows ever. Like that had so many memorable lines.
It is such a good show.
But like 90% of them
so much
came
of it
from
is still
Hank.
relevant. Yeah.
If you ever want
Yeah,
like
that's true. Hank was my favorite character by
There was
far.
a video I saw probably on YouTube a while ago that did like all of Hank's reactions to like the ridiculous characters that he's introduced. You know, like because Hank is like the one sane person in that show, and everyone else is just insane. So like it's like it's just a compilation of him going Buck, Bill, Boomhauer, Dale, Bill. What else did he say? Like Alabaster.
Alabaster, that's right.
Rooster. Juan Pedro. Octavio. Con. Min. And it's just like 10 minutes of it too, because he does it so often.
That's
Bobby.
pretty good.
Yeah, right. Chuck Mangione?
That was that show.
I know, it was just so great. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, you gotta look that up after we're done here, because that was freaking hilarious. I forget what it's called, though. It's like Hank reacts to other people or something like that. And again, it's just...
There's something about that show that it's more than the sum of its parts.
Oh, yeah. It's
Like,
it's
I
brilliant.
understand more as an adult what made it funny, but something about Hank especially is still just like, why?
Oh, yeah.
Why
Well,
is that
and Mike,
as funny as it is?
Mike Judd is, like, possibly my favorite comedic writer. Like, he is just spot on. Like, everything that he does is just gold.
What else has he done? Like, he did Brickleberry, I think, right? Which I've never watched any of that.
Did he do Brickleberry? I missed that
I
one.
think
but
so.
He did Beavis and
what has he
Butthead,
done?
which
But he did Daria. Did Dory.
yeah, Dario was awesome. Was he shit? I have it like over here on this shelf, and I can't see it from here. Was he responsible for Office Space? Or am I thinking of someone different? Oh dear God!
No, you might be. Oh God.
Oh God!
See, now that jump's gonna fuck you.
Yeah, right.
I do like that they, because it's not exactly recycling enemies, because obviously the assets are different. I did appreciate that they had a lot of like Super Metroid enemies in this game.
Right, but they redid them. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, they redid them. You know.
Shit. Like, you're gonna have to look this up for me. Did Mike Judd do Office Space?
Oh, you know what? I just looked. I turned my head to where a DVD shelf used to be, and where it has not been for over a year because we do not have enough space in this apartment. So
You should move to
we
Bloomington.
have all of our DVDs. Yeah, we have all of our DVDs tucked away in a box now. So
Oh.
I don't know, but I'm gonna Google that now because I think you're right.
I feel like he did, or at least he had a hand in it. But which makes sense, because Office Space is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yep, Mike Judd.
Yep, that's what
You're
I
right.
thought. Yep. And he also did, crap. Oh, Extract. Have you ever seen Extract?
No, what
That is one of the most underappreciated comedies I think I've ever seen. Rent it sometime. Or I don't think it's on Netflix, but if it is, watch it.
Idiocracy. I totally forgot about.
Oh, Idiocracy.
Of course, he did Idiocracy. Yeah. Now, one I didn't know. I don't think it's still going on, but it was an HBO show, Silicon Valley. I've heard really good things.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just never had HBO.
Yeah, me either. I think, you know what? No, when we had Comcast here in the apartment, we had it for a good 2 years for free. They gave it to us on a promotion, and they totally forgot to get rid of it.
Dude,
and they never started charging us for it.
Remember back in the day at my mom's house when she had satellite TV and we got like late night Cinemax?
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Cinemax was just
Cinemax.
what was Cinemax but just like porn after
just
8
softcore
p.m.
porn, yeah, right. Like that's the only reason people had that. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I had thought about that for years. I mean, that was before like the internet was a really reliable source.
Yeah, seriously.
Like what was a teenager to do? Yeah.
look at scrambled porn, I guess.
Yeah. Just try to wiggle your antenna until something comes in. Which ironically is what you ended up doing once you did get the signal in.
Or go to like your rich friend or relative's house and watch Cinemax or the Spice Channel or something.
Oh my god, that's right. Rich Willy. I don't know. I didn't have any rich friends. Rich Willy.
They called him Rich Willy.
I called him Rich Willy. Oh man. Oh god. And now I've got that song stuck in my head. Little Willy Willy. Remember that one?
No, what's that?
Little Willy Willy won't go home.
What the fuck? Yeah,
except it had or at least to my knowledge, it had nothing to do with porn, but but now it does.
Yeah, you never know. Bruce Springsteen said the summer of '69 had nothing to do with the year 1969, which just ruins that song forever.
Right. God, that was like one of those classics. Not Little Willy, but Summer of '69.
Yeah.
Though once again, I completely got that stuck in my head now, and it's not. Oh no!
No.
That song's not going anywhere for a while. Little Willy Willy won't go home. How did that go? Shit.
Don't ask me, man.
Oh, it's like on the tip of my tongue.
You're gonna have
It's
to
been
download
years.
it off LimeWire later.
Yeah, right, once again. We come up with like the most obscure fucking songs in this show. Can't push Willy around, Willy won't go. Try to tell everybody, but oh no, little Willy Willy won't go home. There it is.
Bravo.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself actually. I mean, not for the off-key singing, but just for remembering the lyrics. I think my dad had that on a vinyl album actually.
Oh man, what's vinyl coming back?
Yeah, dude, no joke, my dad is probably sitting on like a $20,000 record collection, no joke.
Oh wow.
If I had to guess conservatively, like he has the original White Album and like the entire catalog of David Bowie.
Wow.
Yeah, all on vinyl, like
Stuff that would actually go. Yeah, you can sell.
Yeah, not like reprints either, or reissues. Like you know, today you can get like the Beatles collection on vinyl again, and you know have it in your home, but you can't get like the original White Album.
Yeah. Well, I think my dad would be set if cassettes ever came back, which is never going to happen.
How old's your dad?
He, 62?
Oh, okay, so not that.
63 at this point.
Wow, I didn't think there was so only 6 years younger than my dad, or 7 years younger than my dad. But I didn't think there was that much of a I didn't realize the line between vinyl and cassettes was that finely drawn.
Yeah, I don't know if he just got rid of all his vinyls or what happened to that, but yeah, he
probably
definitely
I guess
he has
my
zero
dad
vinyls and he has a bunch of cassettes.
I was gonna say, whereas my dad would have been a teenager when like vinyls were big, your dad would have just been a kid, so he would have been he probably would have been hearing vinyls from his parents. But then by the time he had his own,
starts buying.
Yeah, when he starts buying, it would have been all cassettes. You're right. Yeah, so that makes sense. Like with us, like ours was really like the CD generation.
CDs.
Like our parents had a bunch of cassettes, and then when we started getting our own collection, it was all CDs.
Oh God!
And then right after that,
Walkmans with CDs.
Dude, I still remember the first MP3 player I ever owned was a not a Roku, but what am I thinking of? It starts with an R.
Zune. Oh.
No, I never owned a
Zune. iPods, and then there was
Rio, right? Yeah.
Who made it?
Well, Rio, the same people who did the audio software on Windows computers.
God, I don't remember that at all.
So anyways, this MP3 player, no joke, it could hold 15 songs. And I thought that was like the coolest fucking thing. Like I would, and you know,
any songs,
right? And the software was built around this. Like it's like, okay, so here's your gym playlist. Upload this right before you go to the gym, and here's your date playlist. Upload this right before you head out. It's all. Oh God!
I do not remember an MP3 player like that at all, but I do remember. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have to look at some pictures because I do remember some MP3 players before the iPod really became the MP3 player.
Hello.
And the first iPod was like 100 songs or something. That's how they advertised it.
Yeah, iPod was actually really revolutionary because of how many songs it could hold.
It was also just the marketing, having those white headphones, like the thing with the silhouettes and stuff.
Yeah,
it became like a status symbol. Oh, you have money. You have the white headphones. You have an iPod.
Well, they used to call that "Mug Me White." But that was that was for its time a really sleek design. Like no one had done anything like that before. And then when they did
a simple brick, clean brick like that was pretty revolutionary.
And then when they did
in an era of bigger and just I don't know, it was different.
And then when they started doing the wheel to control the volume and everything, that was crazy.
The clickiness of that. Something I still kind of miss.
Yeah, actually, I was just gonna say, like, I think I still somewhere have my iPod Photo, and that was my graduation gift from high school. And again, it had like 8 gigabytes of memory on it, so literally my entire music library was on that thing.
Do they still make any iPod? Is it? I don't think they definitely don't make the original one.
Do they do the Nano
stopped making the Shuffle. I don't think they do the Nano either.
I think they stopped doing the Touch because it was getting in the way of the iPhone.
The phone, yeah.
Markets.
They don't do the Touch, but I think
for a lot of people it was
the
like
Shuffle stuff.
Yeah, for a lot of people, and this was reasonable. It's like, why would I buy an iPhone when I already have like a perfectly decent like $10 a month phone? And I can get all of the same features with an iPod Touch and not have to
as far as the apps and everything, and
right,
iOS.
And so I think they stopped.
I think that was something Apple's good at that when it comes to knowing what to take off. When it comes to the iPads and just recently the iPhone, like they don't sell the iPhone 10 anymore. It's because the
but the
iPhone
downside
X,
of that
was it the XR or something?
Yeah, the XR isn't doing so hot.
And people are thinking, well, why would I pay $100 more when I can get the iPhone 10, which is just as good?
Right.
So I think that was them to just take it off the market.
So I admit that I am a Apple phone user, and I actually really like it because, like I said, when I graduated high school, I got my dad gave me that iPod Photo, and I had all of my music on there, and actually, a lot of the songs that I have currently in my library are songs that I ripped from my old CDs and just put on iTunes. And iTunes, surprisingly, still lets me upload them with every new computer purchase that I make. So, like, I have about a 20-year-old photo or a folder just labeled music. And I just import it every time I buy a new computer.
Still able to transfer.
And I'm still able to listen to it all on my iPhone, which is kind of cool.
That's the scary thing, isn't it? Is like it's almost like you can't change to Android because
my whole
you
library
started with iPhone.
And now, of course,
you started with Apple.
Oh shit! And now, of course, since I have the iPhone and the App Store, all of my apps and everything have been purchased there, and of course now I own an iPad, which is kind of like my portable office. And
you disgust me.
I know, right?
No, I honestly get it. I'm not an Apple person, but I totally get. I mean, the ease of use is one thing, and iOS is nice. You know, as a it's not my thing, but that's just because I'm not used to it.
I will say that
I get the appeal of iOS.
Yeah, me too, but I will also say that I am never, ever going to be purchasing a Apple computer. Just because, my dad recently got a iMac, and I was trying to help him, set everything up like I do with every computer that he buys. I am, like, illiterate. Like, it's a completely different universe.
It's so different. It is different.
Well, and not only that, though, but, like, basic things
Same
like...
with Linux, but...
Well, like, the hardest thing for him is he bought it because of, like, photo editing and stuff like that, which makes sense. But his big question to me is, like, okay, so how do I actually find the photos on this computer? And I fucking couldn't find... Like, you can't just explore files.
Like a file browser kind of thing?
Yeah, there's nothing comparable to that in Apple's... And I never know...
Yeah,
and
I think there is, but it's, like, all in different places.
Yeah, and I had to Google it, and you have to dig deep. Like, the last time I, no joke, messed with an Apple computer was in 1992 on my dad's last iMac or Apple Mac or whatever the hell it was. It was just a Macintosh, actually.
Yeah.
But
I remember this was a little bit later in the 90s, but I remember those Macs that were like they had the clear colors, like the different colors basically.
Yeah.
And it was just I guess how Macs have always been, where it's just kind of like the brick monitor and that's the whole computer.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a while they started making were they Macintoshes? There was a name to them, and I don't think it was iMac yet, but maybe it was.
No, those like little pastel colors, yeah.
Yeah, and they came in the colors.
Our whole computer lab was stacked with those. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, the iMacs are...
that was a weird time.
It was a little bit. They're a little weird. They're definitely weird to get used to.
For sure.
Yeah, for me it's just, I mean, there's that, but you can get used to it. For me it's just them, considering what they do. You can get the iPhone. I get people are used to iOS. They have their lives on their phone, so it's like you go to the next iPhone. But with the computers, I don't see any reason, like, unless you're like an artist, and even that, I think Microsoft is basically the PC is making headway for sure.
Yeah.
For what you get for the price, it's just not worth it with the iPhone.
And I mean, that's
me.
Like,
that's me.
There are some sleek looking PCs out right now. Like, no joke, if I had like $3,000 burning a hole in my pocket, I would go out tomorrow and buy a Razer Blade. That laptop.
Oh, that's that gaming laptop?
I don't even fucking need it. Like, my gaming computer is awesome and I love it. But that would just be like an instant purchase if I just had that kind of disposable income.
Yeah.
But hey,
for me it's like...
Yeah, go ahead.
What was it, thinking about, like, again, photo editing and stuff like that. It was like 2 years ago at like CES, I think, that there was this Surface, but it was like more than the Surface Pro. It was like the one that had the knob. Do you remember this? The like dial that you put on the screen, and you could have all these crazy options with the dial, and you could, like, in Photoshop change the colors, like, just turn the dial. And
I do remember that vaguely.
It was nuts, and I don't know if it ever came out, but this thing looked nuts, and it looked like it was gonna eat the iMac, have it for its lunch.
Yeah.
But I don't know whatever came of it. Either way,
Apple
the iPhone I get, the iMacs
and Apple has a whole culture surrounding it, so that's not just going to go away overnight. But
no, it's not.
But hey, Max, this is awesome, and next time we're gonna get this fucking energy tank.
Okay, hope we can manage that.
I think so. We'll see you next time on Play the Hits.
See you then.